grid method. So you have to excuse me because I'm trying to do this through the phone. 24 multiplied by 14. Okay, what you do first of all is you partition the first number. So that's 20 and a 4. And put my little multiplication there. Draw a little line there. And again, I'm trying to do this blind because I can't actually see my page. Okay, and then we're going to partition the next number. Okay. Obviously partitioning means separating it into tens and units, or hundreds if you have hundreds in the number. We then have to do this multiplication, so 20 times 10 is 200. Well, you can do, a little trick they told me at school, 2 times 1, which is 2, and then you put the 2 zeros from both numbers onto there. 4 times 10 is obviously 40, and then 4 times 20 is obviously 80, and 4 times 4 is 16. We then have to add all of those numbers together. So 200, add 80, add 40, add 16, add them all up. Again, please excuse the mess, I can't actually see the paper. So in the units column where we always begin, we have a 6. In our tens column, it comes to 13, so of course we put our 3 in here and carry that one over, and then we have our hundreds and we add that together to make 336. Hopefully that helps. If not, I can run it by you again and probably in a little bit more simpler detail. Place value, which obviously we talked about, where depending on where a digit is in a number will determine its place value. So we know that 23 has got 2 tens and 3 units, but this can get really complicated for children when they have numbers like 22. They don't realise that that is actually a 20 and a 2, so we partition to demonstrate this, or we can actually put them into a place value grid, which is what I tend to do quite a lot with the children. You can also use pictures, so for tens I tend to use a line, so that's 2 tens, and then obviously 2 ones to show units, and the 100 one is this, I think, and the thousands is like a cube. And again, I'm trying to look at this through my phone, so it's quite a tricky thing to do. The grid is simply this. I go from units to tens to hundreds to thousands, and then tens to thousands, 100,000s and so on, but normally they don't need to go that far just yet. Then I put my decimal point in, and the children know that this can never ever be moved, which when I was at school, they used to always tell us, oh, move the decimal point, and you're not allowed to do that. And then going this side, anything this side is not a whole number. So these are all whole numbers, and these are fractions of numbers. Okay, so they're not quite a whole. So in this column we would have tenths, and that means that obviously 10 of these are one of those, so it's basically 1 unit split into 10, then hundredths, and so on. Again, you might not need these ones, but it's just to show you. So for example, this gets easier when you say to a child, right, can you please put the number 93 into the grid? They know that it has 3 units and 9 tens. Okay, could you please write the number 372? They know that there are 2 units, 7 tens and 3 hundreds and so on. Again, that can be quite useful for when you're plotting numbers, but the pictures are also really helpful. And then what I'll show you in person is how to show children how you can multiply and divide by multiples of 10 and 100 and 1,000 and so on. And essentially, if you're multiplying, it gets bigger, so if you're multiplying by 10, the digit will move 1 to the left, and if you are dividing, the digit will move 1 to the right. Okay, and then 100 will be 2 to the left or 2 to the right, depending on if you're multiplying or dividing. So, yeah, I don't know if that was very clear, but I can show you that when I see you. But that really helped my Year 5s last year. So, yeah, bye!